In Numbers chapter 27, we see that Moses isn't allowed to go into the promised land. You see, early on in Exodus, in Horeb, the people were thirsty and God told Moses to strike a rock and that rock would produce water, and it did. Later on, when they're in the wilderness of Zin, they were thirsty again, and God said, now this time just speak to the rock and water will flow. Well, because Moses was angry, he would take his rod and strike it twice. Water came out. The Lord honored the people, blessed the people, but with Moses and Aaron, he says, because you did not hallow my name, they would not enter the promised land. And sure enough, here they are just minutes away, and they can't enter in. Or Aaron's passed now, and now it's Moses' turn to pass. He would not enter in. 40 years of service, and he doesn't get to enter in. Well, in Luke chapter 9, Jesus at the Mount of Transfiguration, who do we see? Elijah and Moses. God would still use him. Many times we feel like we're not being used, or we don't like what God has planned for us. But you know, as you read this in Luke 9, they were speaking to Jesus about his departure, his death, about the cross, to encourage him to press on. You see, Jesus was called the Lamb that was slain before the foundation of the world. Because of this predetermined purpose, the foreknowledge of God, Jesus would be the propitiation, would take our place at the cross. And he would use Moses and Elijah to talk to him, to bolster his courage. You and I may not understand what God's doing in our life, but you know, it's not about us, it's about him. We don't need to ask, God, what's your plan for us? We say, God, what's your plan? I want to follow it. I want to align my will with yours. Ephesians 2:10 says, we are his workmanship, created in Christ for good works that God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Don't be discouraged with the road that God's placed you on. Don't be discouraged with what he has for you. Know that he has a future and a hope for you. God bless you.